The BPO Breakroom podcast. Welcome back to another episode. This is Jay.
Hello everyone, this is Kay.
And those that are watching and listening to us right now, huwag niyong kalimutan, since you are already listening, please subscribe on our YouTube channel and our Spotify account. The BPO Breakroom podcast presents
Breakroom Top 10. 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 Let's take a moment to talk about our top 7 naman. This one right here is coming from Facebook groups, no, like BPO Philippines, where workers share their tips and frustrations. Naku, ang dami dyan, nag-vent out, share ng sentiments nila. And one of their line is, I will keep my work desk clean and organized this year. Oh, ito,
every year na lang yan. Oo.
Yan na naman tayo. Nalipat ka ng station.
True.
Diba?
Ikaw, anong laman ng
Kasi,
anong laman ng anong laman ng work table mo?
in all honesty, ano lang talaga, I want to achieve yung kasi minimalism. Kaya lang, dapat may sinabi ko minimalism, no? Oo, yung konti lang talaga yung gamit. So kasi hindi maiwasan kapag sobrang busy, let's say, hindi maiwasan na minsan napapakain ako sa desk ko. Pero madalas na nasa table ko is yung water tumbler ko, isang snack, go-to snack.
Well,
Hindi pwede
Kala ko
ko
sabihin,
wala.
kala ko, ang laman lang ng table ko, isa lang, konti lang naman ng food, like liempo, dinuguan, menudo, sotang.
Lechon lang naman, mga lechon paksiw, ganon.
Tsaka maha blanca.
Yeah?
Buffet table pala.
Kanin. Oh, ay, yung computer pala, nakalimutan ko.
Di ba? Work table nga eh. Tapos puro food.
Oo.
Ako bukod sa bukod sa PC ko, basahan. Ayan, basahan, vape na walang laman, tsaka charger.
Refill na.
Yan. Oo.
Ano yung isa?
Charger.
Ay, charger. Oo,
Mga
hindi
cord
pwedeng
ng
malobat.
phone, ng vape, yun. Tsaka ng meron din akong pen and notebook. I'm the type of person na very
Oh, you still write?
Oh, I still write. Pen and paper approach pa rin ako sa lahat ng mga bagay. Although sa mga meetings, I write on the notepad sa PC, and then after that, I transpose it to my notebook because I am that. Kasi ang natutunan ko sa mentor ko before, a man with no notebook has no future.
Ay, oh. So, wala na akong future. Charing. I used to write before, ha? I used to collect journals nga eh. Kasi, ewan ko, I have this love of, have you heard of bibliophile?
Yeah.
It's a syndrome kasi na, whereas na you love, the smell of books, ganito, ganyan. But on my case, I love the smell of journals. I don't know, for some reason. Tapos, napaka-selective ako when it comes to the paper quality. Na ito makapal to, yung ganda nito. I want to use this as my journal. And before kasi, I love to learn different languages. So, I studied Korean by myself. And then, it's proven effective talaga, no? That the more that you write, the things that you want to learn, the more that you observe it.
Correct. Oh, there's power in the written word. For me, whenever I wanted to learn something, I write them down. For example, I was listening to an educational podcast and an educational vlog. The things that I pick up from those vlogs that I learned, I write them down. Pati man yung pati man yung whenever I attend yung Sunday Mass, yung mga sermon ng pastors, may take notes for each.
Ay, really?
Oh. It's funny that most people would have this kind of resolution every year that I will keep my work desk clean or my house clean and organized this year. So the January 1 or first week of January, they will do spring cleaning, they will even mop the floor, and then they will rearrange their work table, and then February back to a messy table na naman siya.
Ako, at parang mapapaisip na, anyari?
Correct.
Diba? Magic na lang talaga siya. Ito naman kasi, Che.
Those people that are listening to us right now, please drop in the comment section below what are the things that we can find on your work table if ever that we would raid your work table.
it's good time to bring up then yung top 6 natin. And this is coming from the BPO humor found on Facebook. Like the group posts like Pinoy BPO workers or BPO memes PH. Ito talaga yung pinakatambayan ng karamihan sa atin dito sa BPO world, no? Eh madalas na sinasabi nila dyan, I will stop saying I follow up with my supervisor just to stall. Naku, guilty ako dito, Jay. It's a super classic, ano
The
talaga,
supervisor excuse,
action.
hindi. Most especially sa mga soup calls, ano. I'd like to talk to your supervisor. Okay, let me go ahead and check if my supervisor is available.
Pero wala naman talaga.
Correct. Pero si agent naman talaga, hindi chine-check yung, hindi sinasabi sa supervisors nila na, hey, may soup call, gano'n. They will just check, I'll follow up if my supervisor is already available, and then they'll get back to the customer and then tell the customer that, hey, I'm still waiting for my supervisor. Let me go ahead and check again. Can you please stay on the line for a couple of more minutes? Ganun. So that's that's what we call the supervisor excuse na I'll follow up with my supervisor. Yun yung code nila na I have no clue what's going on. But correct. And then when the supervisor notices sa kanilang monitoring screen na si agent ay nasa long call na, and the supervisor would approach the agent, and the supervisor will ask the agent, hey, what's the issue? Huli na si agent. I-release nyo na lang kung ayaw nyo i-transfer sa supervisor nyo. I-release nyo yung call. Sipain nyo yung router ninyo, di ba? Patayin nyo yung router ninyo. Charot.
So, our top 5 would be I will keep my absences to a minimum unless there's a typhoon. Same with I will stop saying I'm feeling under the weather when I just need a mental health day. Nako. Alam mo na to, Jay.
True. Most especially sa Pilipinas, sa talagang anticipated naman na tuwing typhoon season, right? Rain or shine, the struggle to get to work is really real, right? Traffic pa lang, that's number one, most especially if typhoon season, right? Yan talaga ang super struggle na ang mga BPO workers to report on site. Kaya most people na mag-absent, they will just use the typhoon reason as their excuse. Whether kasi hodang yung area nila is hindi naman ganun grabe kabaha or kaulan, but the fact that there's a typhoon, they are actually using the typhoon reason as their excuse.
Ayun lang ang mahirap dyan. May mga ganun pala talaga instances. Kaya hindi mo din pala mabiblame yung iba TL nang hihingi ng proof, no?
Correct. And not just that, yung meron pong may bagyo po sa area namin, kaya po yung ISP ko, maya nag-disconnect. So yung ganung mga reason din, right? Even though there's truth in that line na merong bagyo sa area nila, pero hindi naman talaga affected yung ISP. Mga ganung klase mga eksena that some agents, employees are actually getting away with it. So they're using typhoon to their benefit. No?
Oo, correct. Ay nako, maraming mga ganyang cases ha, pero syempre, the initial response would be, you being concerned, kaya lang you also have to dig pa rin to dig deeper and see if that person is really affected kasi parang minsan madedetect mo yan kapag ganito yung approach nila. Hey, ito po yung sitwasyon and pinabagyo kami. Tapos yun na, wala ka na maririnig. Parang, uy, baka nakatulog to. Charing.
Nakatulog yan or baka lasing.
Oo. Ay, wag naman sana, pero yun nga. Well, in reality talaga, that happens, no? And isa pa dyan, Jay, hindi lang yun. Yung, you not feeling well. And it's not always about the physical illness kasi. Sometimes we just need a break for our mental well-being. And that's okay. Correct. So this year, let's be more honest about needing a mental health day instead of pretending we have a cold. Right?
Correct. I think that some people are just using I'm not feeling well kasi nga nabasa ako ng ulan or whatever. Well, in fact, they just needed a mental health day. And one of the reasons why they are reluctant to declare that reason to their supervisor or to their boss is because there's always a stigma attached to mental health struggles that you're crazy, your wiring is loose or whatever, right? So that those kind of stigmas attached to it, and some people are actually afraid to really come up and declare na I need a mental health break, can I take a day off or probably take a couple of hours off, ganun, right?
Correct. And talaga yung ang hirap din kasi talaga dito and especially if you're, let's say, in a leadership role, minsan
Mm.
pa magiging reason pa yan na, oh, this person is not capable of, leading people because of what is going through, mga ganyan. Diba? May mga ganun kasing instances. That's why people would tend to, just stay or keep silent
True.
about what they're going through, and instead mag-aano na lang, uy, may fever kasi ako. Minsan nga parang magpa-plant ka pa ng seeds like days before kang
Oo,
umabsent.
uubo-ubo
Diba?
ka ng
Parang,
konti, right?
oo,
Sakit ng ulo ko, right?
tablay-tablay, hindi ka makatawa, kahit tawan-tawa ka na sa
Correct.
chika ng katabi mo.
And then sa araw ng birthday ng tropa mo, on boss, lumala na yung sakit ko, ganon. Right? In fact, atin ka ng birthday ng tropa mo, di ba?
Yun nga, may balak pala, no?
My take naman on people, um or some people who are not who are using mental health as their reason to not report to work is no, overuse kasi siya minsan, meaning to say, even though it's not true, even though they just wanted to to join their tropa's birthday party, they will use this
Ayun lang.
reason, right? So parang it's a double-edged sword in some levels, that people will use it just to get away with something or just to be able to not report to work even though it's not true. Kaya naman yung mga tao talagang nag-struggle with their mental health, hindi na rin masyadong pininiwalaan. Like, this
Oo,
started
correct.
after the pandemic. If you notice, after the pandemic, a lot of people are actually promoting mental health, right? And it's really a valid, and it's a valid reason, it's a valid situation, and it's happening. And some people are taking advantage of that fact.
Oo. Yun yung nakakalungkot nowadays, no? Na parang, kasi, aminin naman natin, no? People are getting more educated than before about mental health. And sometimes they would use that, as an excuse, while other people are afraid to use that kasi they're afraid of being judged. Diba?
Correct.
Tapos yung nakikinabang yung mga wala pang, alam mo yun?
Okay
Such
naman.
experience. Oo, okay naman sila,
Right.
'di ba? Parang ano lang pala. Kasi oftentimes din minsan na mimistook nila yung sadness to depression. Alam mo 'yun?
True. And those are two different things, although they are on the same spectrum, but they are totally different
Yes.
situations, no?
So, 'yun. Kaya naku, maraming for sure makaka-relate talaga sa mga nakikinig sa atin diyan, no. Kaya ay nako, girl, if you're feeling down, it's okay to take a day off and be honest. If you can't be honest with your manager, at least be honest with yourself. If you're gonna need a day off, just, come up with, siguro probably a reason na acceptable din naman. Hindi yung parang katulad ng nawalan kami ng internet, or valid reason naman. Or you can have like a sit with your leader na, hey, I just wanted to talk to you about something and this is what I'm going through, and the reason why I'm letting you know is for you to be aware what you're dealing with. But know that I'm not gonna use this as an excuse. This is just like a seldom thing din naman.
Mm-mm.
Diba?
Correct.
Para may transparency din, and at the same time, you're setting proper expectation to your leader so that they would know what to expect and know in case na it would happen again in the future. So I think that's the best advice that we can give, to our listeners. Ayun siya,
Kayo ba,
Jay.
the people who are listening to us right now, have you used those reasons just to go on absent? If yes, magbago na kayo. Charot.
Diba?